Hi, I'm Linda Craft of Linda Craft and Team Realtors, and I'm here today to share with you what's going on in the real estate market. You know, everywhere I go, everybody's talking about how great the market is. And I would say that the market is great for a small segment, but most of the market is really challenged. I've been in real estate for more than 30 years, and that makes me an expert, not because I've had a license for a long, long time, but because I've actually survived the saving and loans crisis, the dot-com bust, and the Great Recession that happened from 2007 to 2012. So compared to that time period, we have a great market. But I would say that we have a challenging market because a very small segment is quite strong. Most of the market is struggling, especially the luxury market. In addition, right now in America, 2.5 million homes. If they needed to be sold today, people still owe more money for that home than they could possibly sell it for. So those folks don't think it's a great market. The luxury resales, they know it's not a great market. So I would like to share with you what's happening. And by the way, before you quit your day job and you decide that you're going to go into real estate, let me just tell you a truth that you're not going to hear in real estate school. The average realtor that has 2 years of experience or less will earn $8,900 per year gross. So many people right now, because they're listening to the news about how fast houses are selling and how much money people are making, some people are thinking they don't even need a real estate agent anymore because the market is so good. All I have to do is put a sign in the yard and magically my home will disappear. I would say that today, more than ever, you need a professional real estate agent that's going to help you know how to face the challenges that are in this market and actually win so that you end up with more money. So instead of me talking and talking and talking, come on, I'm going to show you what's going on in the real estate market. So the chart that you see here is supply and demand for the triangle. It goes from 2004 to 2018, and the red is showing you how many homes are for sale that year, and the blue is how many homes have sold. When you look at 2004 to 2006, it was a great real estate market. And the reason I say it was great is it didn't matter what price home you owned, luxury or entry-level housing, your values were going up. Now, they did a lot of stupid things, and it created big problems, and you should rent some of those movies on Amazon and check it out because it's really interesting. But we are still trying to get through that time period because notice what happened in 2008. All of a sudden, we have, in 2008, more houses for sale, fewer buyers buying, and the banks were foreclosing on properties because there was so much default. There were no jobs, so people couldn't buy. There were houses coming back to the bank like crazy, and so the banks did not loan any money for new construction. And regardless of what's happening in the economy, we still have babies that are graduating from college, getting married, wanting to buy homes. The population is growing, and yet we didn't keep up with housing starts. We need 1 million new housing starts per year just to keep up with population growth, and they stopped building and cut it to about 500,000 for year after year after year. So right now we are 4.5 million houses short in the United States of what we actually need just to balance out population growth. Then you factor in the fact that all the millennials that got out of school, that couldn't get a job, now have jobs and they want to buy their first home, but because of housing costs going up and because land is so expensive, we are finding that we don't have affordable homes for first-time home buyers. If they want to buy a home, they have to go further out. They have to drive farther. So if you're thinking about buying a new car this year and you're thinking about getting married and buying a new house, you might want to think about gas mileage. It's gotten really, really important. Then we move over to 2018 and it looks good, like the market is great. In reality, the market is a challenge. If you're a first-time home buyer, you find a home that you're going to love and you want to put an offer on it, you're going to be in competing bids with other people. So to give you an example, we had a home for sale at $150,000. In 2 days, we had 40 showings and 14 offers. That means 13 people did not get to buy a home that would have loved to have purchased a home. So realtors are showing more property, they're writing more offers, they're negotiating more, and they and their clients are disappointed when they don't get a home. So when you're trying to buy a home, it's really important that you know who to work with and who can structure an offer for you to actually win, because there's so much more to it. If you're in the luxury price range, well, that's really interesting. Let's take a look at that. So we got all these people buying in the lower price range. Look what happens in the luxury. It really starts to drop off. And as you're driving around town, you notice there's a lot of new construction right now, but it's all in that luxury price range. So even though you see right here, and maybe you can't see it, it's a little far away, but there was 138 sales of $1 million plus, and that sounds pretty good. It's only until you understand that that's about 11 per month, and we have 217 for sale right now in our MLS system, and that doesn't include all the luxury that's coming out of the ground. So when I say that it's a challenging market, if you're sitting in a home that's in that luxury price range and it's 10, 15 years old and you're competing with new construction, it's a challenge. If you are purchasing your first home and you're competing with 14 other people that want to buy that home, it's a challenge, which means now more than ever, you have questions and you need professional help. So give us a call. We would love to help you.